Hey, if you're hearing really conflicting audio, that means it's a Monday. That means it's time for another episode of Effin Rager. Hey, everybody, this is your host, Conner Clifton, joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, Ned. How the heck are you?
How's it going? It's me, Ned Gale, coming to the radio.
I'm holding my phone up to the microphone here.
You are. It looks great.
Yeah, somebody, we can't find the thing that connects my phone to the audio, so
I'm starting to think the T in KPFT stands for thief, because someone has taken a cable from the studio that's normally here.
Either that or technical difficulties, which we have in droves. All right, let's. I don't like holding this phone up to my face, so why don't we go ahead and get to the meat of this opening segment, which is, how is your freaking weekend, Ned?
My weekend was a dream, and I wish I had thought about it before I came on the radio, because I knew I did a lot. I'm just trying to think of it right now. Friday night, what did I do?
I don't know. Did we hang out?
We did hang out. No, I did something exciting, something extraordinary, something never seen by mere mortals before. And as soon as I think of it, I'll say it out loud.
Okay. I know Saturday was the You Now Have the Floor show that I put on.
Yes, of course.
You were phenomenal in it.
Thank you.
Did a great job. And before that, you were playing music in Galveston.
I was. Oh, Friday night. I'm sorry. So this Friday during the day at work, we got to paint one of the walls green. So we spent the whole 8 hours Friday and today actually getting these walls like painted and looking nice. And then Nick and I, a friend of the show, had a little dippy dip in his pool and
that's right.
Made some koozies, some party material. It was pretty great.
You had a pool night.
Yeah.
I still don't remember what I did on Friday. I just remember I was like, I can't go. I got plans.
I think you just went out, did some drinking, did some thinking, did some slinking.
Yeah, probably just getting ready for the show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Man. Oof.
That show was a blast. And what did we do after that show?
We partied,
Went back to the house, had ourselves an effing rager.
We did.
Am I still recovering from it? Yes.
My favorite part of the effing rager that we had at our house was, because it was my house, I decided
It's my house too.
It was our house. I decided I was going to wear flip-flops. Oh, I just got your joke. Sounded good. I decided I was going to wear flip-flops, and one of our guests, decided to rag me on it, and I got to say, this is my damn house. Why don't you get off my ass?
So we moved the house to the next door to Maria, friend of the show's house.
Yeah, where I had to wear sneakers.
Yeah.
So, that's how that worked out.
You had to wear thigh-high boots.
Yeah, and then Sunday, we had effing hangovers, man.
Terrible effing hangovers. But I did get to go to the Grisby's baby shower, and it was fantastic. I did cry, and it was beautiful.
That's great, man.
So excited for them to have that baby.
Oh, that's awesome. Sunday, I just sat around and waited for Game of Thrones. I watched the finale. Get at me later.
Which you didn't do till like 10 p.m.
Yeah,
so it was like a long waiting period, I feel like.
A friend of mine wasn't able to watch it at 8 when all the viewing parties were happening, and she didn't want to watch it alone.
No, that was really sweet of you to wait.
Whatever.
It was tough for me to see us both in such a hangover state. And I could tell I was counting down like the minutes until I could go to bed. I could see you being like, here comes 10.
Well, I mean...
but you made it. I mean...
Yeah, I made it. And we had a nice little nerdy moment. We finally put together a Raspberry Pi so that we could play video games on it. That was another thing. I kept trying to play every video game we owned, and after starting it up, it was like, oh, never mind. This sucks.
This one's too colorful. This one has too many platforms.
No, none of them had enough platforms. All I wanted was a fun platformer, and they don't make those anymore. It's all knockoffs of Oversouls or whatever the hell those games are. Oversouls.
Platformers.
Dark
More
Watch.
than meets the eyes.
All right. I'm done with this.
I'm surprised you held the phone to the mic that long. It was good.
I'm really strong.
You have insane strength. Yeah, his forearms are bulging.
Speaking of insane strengths, our guest today does so many things that they have to have an insane amount of internal and external strength to be able to take it all on. This is a long overdue guest. I want everyone out there listening to please give a warm welcome to Emily Hynds. Emily, thank you so much for coming onto the show.
Hello.
You do so many different things. If we could, go ahead.
Hello, is it working?
Is that,
Yeah,
there she is.
Can you hear it?
I'll just turn you up a little bit.
Game.
All right, there we go.
Yay!
Always figuring
Emily.
stuff out here.
Gains. That's like a strength thing, right? You guys talking about strength?
Yes,
Hell yeah, dude. We're guys. We work
It's all
out.
related.
We
know
have
about gains.
wicked mental gains.
All right, so I don't know where to start with your impressive resume. You've got a business you run yourself, Paw and Order.
Yes.
Which is all about pets and watching and walking them and picking up their poops.
And bringing order to them.
Yes. Yeah, ruling over them with an iron fist. You've got El Bambi, where you sell vintage clothing.
Yes.
And you put on some parties, which we'll get to later.
Yes.
You run Grown Up Storytime.
Yes.
Which is a long time. How many years has that been going on?
I think we're in the 12th season.
My God.
Frick.
Oh, wow.
This coming story time will be the 125th.
Oof.
Woo-wee.
Oh, my goodness. And then you also do something that I don't quite understand, so I'll ask you a lot of questions about it as we move along, called the Band Report. But first, we want to get into the party stuff. That's what we talk about.
Yeah, let's get to brass tacks.
All right. Emily, do you party?
I party.
Okay. All right.
Confetti falls.
Show's over. All right.
It's a short interview.
You're the first guest who actually parties.
Wow.
But nothing but posers.
All right. So, can you remember your very first party?
Do childhood parties count, or do you want like
Yeah,
an adult
absolutely.
party?
Slumber
Or-
party.
First party you remember.
Coming of age parties.
Yeah, I had a really raging slumber party when I was like 7 or 8, where I had all my girlfriends over, and there was lots of drama where, you know, I got mad at someone for eating the cereal that I was saving for myself.
What cereal was it?
I don't remember. It was probably Lucky Charms.
It's a good cereal.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good cereal. Checks out.
Yeah, it was a cool party.
Okay. Any highlights from it besides someone trying to eat all your Lucky Charms?
The girls that I thought were cool came to the party.
Whoa. Was it like as a prank? Like, did they show up for a bet, or did they think you were cool too?
They were nice to me, so I don't think they didn't like play any jokes or anything.
Were they the ones who ate your cereal?
Maybe I've blocked this memory out.
Well, then I apologize.
Okay, so that was childhood. Do you remember any partying of your teens, like high school parties?
Yeah, they weren't very cool because I was a theater kid.
That is, we have conflicting reports on whether theater kids party or not.
Yeah, well, I think it depends on the department, because my theater department partied like endlessly, but the theater department directly before me did not at all.
We had a similar
We're
situation.
talking high school theater here,
Yes,
not
yeah.
college theater.
Yeah, high school
Okay.
theater.
Yeah, my high school theater run did not party because the year the cohort before us, they partied a lot, and then preacher's daughter came into the program and got everybody real amped on Christ, and then it sucked.
Well, we had parties. I just don't know if they were cool, quote
Yeah.
unquote, you know?
Well, what
Did
do you think?
they were cool?
I had fun.
All right,
They
there
were
you go.
mostly just like dance parties at home, you know, or like...
Those
We
are the
do
kind of
that.
parties I look forward to now.
Yeah.
Like, someone's like, we're having a house party and there's dancing. I was like, are you joking?
Like our cast parties were at my house, and it was just like dancing at home and hanging out. No alcohol or drugs or anything like that. So
That sounds tight.
You don't need alcohol and
yeah,
drugs
you don't
to
have to
party.
have those for partying.
No.
What do you think defines, because you said that you don't think they were cool. What defines a cool party to
Well,
you?
I guess I thought that I don't define it this way, but maybe other people do if there are drugs and alcohol, which would make kid and some high school parties not cool.
Some high school. What high school parties are cooler with drugs and alcohol?
Yeah, that's pretty lame. You're right.
What? No. Well, hey, hang on. I'm not advocating.
I'm not saying those parties are uncool.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some people talking here. This other people talking about the theater department. Josh Higgins says that theater, a friend of the show, theater kids or tech theater kids party hard, aka get high on the catwalks. Oh, that's just inappropriate.
Wow.
Evan says her high school
Also a friend of the show.
theater department sort of partied. Yeah, more home dance parties. Yeah, general consensus. A lot of home dance
Home
parties.
dance
in theater.
parties, yeah.
Yeah, that can be pretty fun. Whenever, Saturday when you had left, Ned, I just put on that new Lizzo album and I danced
hell
like
yeah.
all morning and afternoon in the house by myself.
It's
And Rahul
good to
showed up
know-
and I
At a
stopped-
home dance party.
Oh yeah, it got
good to
no
know
work done.
That we have the same MO the second the other one leaves. Like, the second you leave, I like toss on a record real loud. I'm like,
Okay. So those are your high school dance party experiences, just cast parties, dancing, having fun.
Yeah.
Did your parents like bring out like, here are some Shirley Temples?
My parents were cool. They stayed out of the way, really. Like they were just there. But we were not doing anything, like we weren't doing drugs or we didn't drink or anything either. So they didn't have too much reason to
I don't know. Those theater kids
oversight.
sure like kissing.
I have a story in this vein, and I'm not sure if I've told it on the show or not before, but I'm going to tell it again anyway.
If Connor's told the story, please call in at 713-526-8737 and say a swear word of your choice.
Yeah, cut me off. All right, so there was this one day where I had a bunch of people over. My parents had gone out of town, and I had
in high school.
This was in high school, yeah. Okay. My parents had gone out of town, and my brothers had all moved out. I was a senior, I think, so I had the house all to myself. And all these people heard about it and decided that I was throwing a party and I was going to have a huge, huge party. And I said no. And every time people showed up, I kept saying, like, you need to leave, because I had invited a few friends over to order pizzones and drink Mountain Dew and play Dungeons and Dragons, and we did it like way too late into the night. And my neighbor had reported to my mom, like, hey, just so you guys know, Connor had a party. I'm the ears and eyes of the neighborhood. Lori Metcalf, yeah, I'm calling you the hell out.
Called out, not a friend of the show, never a friend of the show.
Never a friend of the show. So my parents get home and they try to like catch me by like, okay, we're going to go through the recycling bin and we're going to pull all the beer cans out. And when my mom opened it and saw all the Mountain Dew cans, like, oh, my son's just a nerd. I mean, we could ground him for having people over without asking, but what's the point?
So I thought this was going to turn into one of those like can't hardly wait situations where
What's Can't Hardly Wait?
It's a movie about
it's got freaking Seth Green.
It's a movie about a party that was like supposed to start out small and just a few friends over, but then like the rumor mill started and everyone started showing up. But you successfully thwarted the crowds.
Oh yeah, I was like, after 4 years of you guys calling me horrible names, like, I'm not letting you in my house. Get out of here. Mm-hmm. One guy did break a chair in my yard.
What?
Yeah, but he's in prison now, so it works out. Yeah, same guy.
Good to hear.
Yeah, I've got this friend who, like, within a Facebook Live video as he was being chased by the police. It's great, and I wish it was still out there.
He's your friend? But you didn't let him into the party?
Well, if you could imagine the kind of person who would go on a slow speed police chase and break a chair in my yard, imagine what kind of friend he was. I guess he was my friend in the context of like I sit next to him in a class every day.
That's not a friend.
You're right. But in high school time, I'm like, I guess he's my friend.
That's an acquaintance.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, I know.
No, that's fine. I'm not blaming. That Facebook Live video was tight. I'm pro this guy.
Well, not pro him. You're on record.
I'm pro seeing him.
Okay. Moving on. Let's go into college. What were your college party experiences like?
Still theater parties.
Okay, but a little different.
But different.
Okay.
Yeah, there were drugs and alcohol.
Wait, were you a theater major?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and a history major.
Ooh.
No cool history parties to talk about.
Yeah, all my political science parties were terrible. We just sit around and like drink whiskey, and some people would bust out cigars. It was like, what? Who are we? We're 19.
Our film school parties were just being sloppier on set.
I didn't make friends with any of my history degree people. I didn't make friends with them, but I did with the theater kids, and we had parties.
What kind? Do you have any crazy parties to talk about from that time?
No, I feel like they were just like your typical house parties, although one person did break his leg and had to get recast in the show, and he was like playing the lead, so that was like a big deal. He broke his leg dancing at a party and then had to give up the role and get recast.
The worst part is it was Footloose he was starring in.
That's not true.
What did you guys ever have like themed parties? Like my theater group in high school at least was like real big on just like throwing themed parties because we all like dressing up.
I don't think we did.
Oh, really? Man.
Yeah.
I threw a lot of theme parties in college. That was the fun part. I'm very surprised to hear that. No costumes?
Maybe they did. I personally am not a huge fan of theme parties, so maybe I just blocked it out of my memory.
Why don't you like themed parties?
I don't like the pressure of adhering to the theme, and I don't like applying that pressure to other people. Because I feel like a lot of people maybe just like wouldn't come.
What if it was just like, hey guys, I'm doing a tiki party, Hawaiian shirts encouraged, FYI, only rum, that like I'm only supplying rum. You can bring whatever you want. Like, is that acceptable, or are you still just like crumpling my invitation up and tossing it in the trash?
No, I think that's acceptable.
Why'd you send a paper invitation, dude?
Because I'm a formal dude.
That's classy.
No, you're a tree killer. I agree with that. I think sometimes themes can be like kind of pressury. I think if they make the theme loose, or if it's like, it's Hawaiian themed, I've got like 12 shirts in my house, just come grab one. Like, I think that's kind of fun.
Ned, have 12
Do I have 12
Hawaiian shirts?
I should.
Between the two of us, we do have 12 Hawaiian shirts.
And if it's just Conner, then he has 11.
Technically 10. One of them is a coral reef shirt, and I have dressed this over and over. Okay, so moving out of college, this is where things become tricky. This is where you don't have classmates. You don't have people you have to regularly see all the time, except for your coworkers and who wants to invite them to things. But when you are an adult living on your own and you're in the big city, how do you party then?
Well, I started having way cooler parties after that because we started Boo Town right after college, which was kind of like a college extension with like the friend group that we had, because it was like a friend group that started Boo Town, and then one of our very first things we did as Boo Town was have a house party as a fundraiser. And it was themed, but it was because, so the theme was, it was called Diz Aid, and it's because my cat Dizzy has one eye, and the theme was that we were fundraising to get her a new eye.
Was that real? Because I've met Dizzy since.
It wasn't real.
All right, so everyone was in on the joke.
It was just a theme, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did people dress up with one eye? Like, did people wear eye patches or anything in solidarity?
When you pay, it cost like $5 to get in, and when you paid $5, you got a red Solo cup and an eye patch.
That rules. Yeah. Whoa, wait.
Either that or
more parties like that.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
See, I like that theme party because now you're giving it to them as they walk through the door. Like, you're setting the theme and
they didn't have to dress
maintaining
up
the theme.
If they didn't put the eye patch on, did you guys get really upset with them? No? Okay.
This is an inclusive party.
All right. So
Josh said next week's guest is all 12 of those shirts.
Hey, I mean...
We should have a night of too many shirts where we have no guests and it's just us trying on different outfits.
We'll get to that later. We've got something planned next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Wait, we have nothing planned. That's the problem. All right. So, in all of these different parties, these are parties you've thrown. Have you gone to any really extravagant ragers where you're like, this is getting wild, I gotta go? Or like walked into a house where a party's being hosted and be like, I would never be afford to even live down the street from this place?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
What is
well,
that
I've been to
like?
do galas count?
That's a party.
That's a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different genre of party.
Yeah.
You know, but
It's like a
still
fancy
party
party.
itself.
Yeah. I mean, the difference between a gala and a banquet, aren't galas more of like to raise money?
Banquets are like things you do in school, though, right?
I don't know. I'm not in school.
Guys, if you know the difference between a gala and a banquet.
Blanket.
A banklet is a blanket you put on your ankle. Call in at 713-526-8737 and please learn us good.
Feel free to use Wikipedia or Merriam-Webster.
Yeah.
Either or work.
And also, saying a swear word of your choice is now off the table. If you call and swear, you're never allowed to call again.
Okay, well, but I think the gist of your question was, have I been to parties that I felt out of place in?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Was that kind of like what you were asking?
No, I'm just fishing for party stories, but we can go with that one.
All right.
Evan does say galas for a fundraiser. Gala.
Yeah, galas are fundraisers, yeah. I've generally felt out of place at almost every gala I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
They're very expensive to go to, generally, and the people there are fancy. Generally, sure, there are some cool galas around, but...
Every time... I've gone to a few galas in the art world here in Houston, and then I went to a gala in Ogden in New Orleans, and I was so out of place. And you could tell because while everyone was rubbing elbows and like getting to know each other and writing checks, I was standing by the food table and just shoving it in my mouth. I'm like, oh, Perga, are we trying this? One more Abita beer, please. I was taking advantage of that
You
stuff.
have to.
Yeah.
You absolutely have to. And someone has to be that person at the gala. I feel like that's like a
all
needed
right.
person. Okay, I'm getting some definitions here. So as nouns, the difference between banquet and gala is that banquet is a large celebratory meal, a feast, while a gala is an uncountable pomp, show, or festivity. Pomp? Who calls a party a pomp?
People who are graduating.
Maybe, yeah. Banquet is just a big dinner party with lots of food. You guys just call in. I told you to call. This is just a slattering.
Oh, hell
words.
yeah. I see what Evan's saying. Catch me by the snack table.
Catch me at the snack table.
Yeah. I spent prom.
That's what I did at the baby shower yesterday. Just covering over the wings.
When I went to prom, I didn't go with a date. Well, I took a male friend of mine, so, whatever. But I just went to the snack table, and I ate the whole time. I danced for 30 seconds with one person, but I was eating those cheese sticks and chicken tenders. Did you go to prom?
I went to both junior prom and senior prom.
What's the junior proms?
It actually was the senior prom. I just went as a junior.
You went as a junior. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which one was better?
Senior prom, because I was awarded the prestigious honor of prom princess.
What? Wait, is that different from queen? Prom queen?
Yeah, I got beat out for prom queen, so I got prom princess.
That still rules.
So that's like second. You were runner-up?
I was runner-up for prom queen.
No. First place.
I lost.
In princess.
I lost.
Who won?
Her name is Andy DeVera.
Also not
you
a friend
get
of the
drunk
show.
on red wine and stare at her Facebook late at night, don't you?
She also beat me out for most talented that year in the year.
What? What's she doing now?
I don't know. I don't keep up with her. I don't like to rehash old.
Sounds like she's pretty talented at being secretive. Staying in the shadows.
Look, if you are this person, call in. Let us know what you're doing right now.
Yeah, dish.
Yeah, compete with Emily again. Okay.
Evan asked where you went to high school.
I went to Kerr High School in A-Leaf.
Ooh.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Anyway, A-Leaf.
Southwest side.
I think we competed with you guys in UIL theater.
You probably won.
Clear Lake High School.
Yeah, you probably won.
Now, in all these years of partying, have you ever had any run-ins with the cops?
Ooh.
Yeah, I have had the cops called on a couple of parties I've thrown, and they've always been pretty cool. And they were for noise complaints.
Mm-hmm.
And they've always just been like...
They're complaining there's not enough noise.
Not enough
on the
noise.
bill.
Oh, hang on a sec. We're getting a call. Hang on. Hi, you're on Effin Rager.
Hi, this is Andy DeVera, and I heard what you were saying about me, Emily.
Oh, crud.
So I wanted to let you know. I heard you calling me out. I'm going to start Queen story time.
Queen.
Wow. Dang. I can't believe Andy DeVera, right? Yeah. Wow. So tough.
I can't believe they just dragged you by
I don't
starting a
think I
Queen
was
story time. Oh,
calling
crud.
Andy
There's already a
DeVera
drag
out.
queen story time.
That's true.
I don't think I was calling her out either because I was like, I was commending her. She was obviously more talented and deserved her prizes and titles.
Yeah, riding your coattails now, though. That's what it sounds like. All right, so let's get back to the cops.
Okay. Before every house party we ever had, I would always go visit all the neighbors and if they didn't answer the door, I would leave a note with my phone number and a backup phone number and just be like, hey, we're having a party. So if it gets too loud, please just call me or text me and we'll turn it down. It's no big deal. And I still had the cops called on me twice. And they were fine. They just came to the door and I went outside and talked to them and they were like, just turn it down. I don't know. It wasn't that big a deal. It was anticlimactic.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a nice interaction.
Yeah.
Better than...
You never had to run from the cops in high school or anything? Or
One time I had to run from the cops in high school because we were smoking hookah in a park.
What high school kid had a hookah rig?
The most high school thing I've ever heard. One high school kid in every class had a hookah.
Oh, God. Okay, did you learn your lesson? Did you never smoke hookah again?
I don't, to this day, like smoking hookah.
It sucks.
Who ran from the cops holding a hookah?
I'm sure it was left behind.
Stupid disc coals. Yeah.
I bet the cops had no idea what that was. It's like, this is the craziest bong I've ever seen. What is this?
Looks like a damn Bosch painting.
Is hookah really big in A-Leaf?
A-Leaf is a very international community, so I think that it's bigger than it is.
Yeah.
In
Clear Lake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where I was growing up in Cyprus, we did have a couple of hookah bars, and people really liked hookah. I never could get into it at all. Have you ever done hookah?
I went to a lot of hookah bars in high school. Didn't smoke. I would smoke it every once in a while just to, blow fat
Can
clouds.
Can you smoke hookah as a minor? Doesn't it have tobacco in it?
I could smoke anything as a minor. No, they wouldn't. Well, I feel like they wouldn't card anyone, and that's why all my friends hung out at hookah bars, because you could just go there and it'd be open pretty late. You know what I mean? Like it's a good hangout spot.
Yeah.
Rather than going to the park and getting in trouble,
Yeah,
which is
or
a
just, like,
problem
hanging
when
out
you're a
at
kid.
Denny's.
The one hookah bar in Cyprus that I remember, it was the only place to get a gyro. So, like, you'd have to, you could go there, but you could smoke inside and outside. So you just had to be surrounded by, like, watermelon dream smoke or whatever the hell it's called.
So gross.
It sucked. All right, let's move on from this. Let's go to the band report. Can you tell me and Ned and our audience listening at home, what is the band report?
Is it hashtag the band report or the band report?
I've been using the hashtag the band report.
Okay.
But we can just call it the band report.
Okay.
All right.
It's not going to show up in titled letters, hashtag. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So it started as a joke of things that I would like to ban that would make this world better.
Okay.
And now I'm making an animation based off of it.
What are some of the things that are on this list of bans?
I want to ban, first of all, people might be upset, but we're just going to go for it. I'm going to ban video games.
Ooh.
See, that almost fits in. Conner was having so much trouble with video games on Sunday. If they had been banned, what would you have done Sunday? You spent so much time trying
probably made out with my beautiful wife. If they had never existed, come on, what are you talking about? I love video games. I'm getting riled up here. Why do you want to cancel video games? What did video games ever do to you?
Not cancel.
Just ban.
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 Oh,
Banceled.
so what's your argument? Defend yourself. What's this? Why do you want to ban video games?
I think that you could be doing something better with your time.
That's fair. I'll take this ban.
Oh my god!
I like video games. I'll take this ban.
But I think
What else you got? What else you
Okay,
got? Because I think all your bans. This is my favorite in the world. I love seeing these pop up on Instagram because I think they're always hot topics.
I want to ban coffee.
Okay, pissed.
Well-
I'm very pissed.
Wait, why?
But I also have a drug dependency on it.
Yeah, everyone's just addicted to coffee, and it makes everyone's anxiety way worse. It causes sleeping problems.
All benefits so far. What else you got?
Yeah. Okay, so there's coffee.
Are you talking about how I have a headache for not having it right now?
Yeah. It's an addictive substance.
Okay.
It should be controlled.
Okay, what else do you have
I just
on this
think
ban report?
I should be able to buy a coffee pre-roll from my dispensary.
I have a coffee jewel pod.
I want to ban. Let's see what else. Swiffers.
Okay, I'm down with that. I do not like Swiffers.
Yeah, they're
Conner,
stupid.
you don't clean the house.
Because we use Swiffers.
Well, now you have to hold him to that.
Yeah,
Ned.
get a mop, then we'll talk.
You have to hold him to that. Ned. I also want to ban paper towels.
I'm not totally against paper towels.
Yeah.
I don't know about a full-on banning though, because I think paper towels have their use when you
Why?
need them.
What's the
but I
use?
try to use towels more often.
What's the use?
I don't have a laundry machine at my house, and it gets real dirty. The other towels.
You're just not
Wait,
that
do you
committed.
dry yourself off with paper towels?
No, we don't have a lot for cleaning the kitchen messes. I don't like using the towels, but I have to clean up
Oh.
like juice on the floor.
Yeah, just grab
So
one
we
of my
have
shirts.
Maybe we should skip past all the cleaning supplies.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right, what else?
I mean, ultimately, all of the bans are leading up to banning capitalism.
Oh, okay.
Josh says, when can I pull my products from El Bambi? He's very upset about coffee and video games. Which I think you should ban Josh from El Bambi.
So you're looking to ban capitalism through the project?
Ultimately, you can't just ban capitalism
Right.
outright.
That's a slow burn.
So if you
Slow
could take
ban.
away...
Sorry.
I thought it was good.
It was there in front of me.
Yeah, no, it was good. I applaud it. So you, by incrementally banning things that weaken the economic system, you're just hoping to do away with it entirely?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Is anything going to take its place?
That is yet to be seen.
Okay. Because
Yeah, reports.
I have talked to Ned about like my struggles with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to, I think I had 1 cup today. But
He's shaking.
I
He's
did have
shaking.
green tea in the afternoon. So what can I do to replace this coffee addiction? Because you and I have both worked as baristas before.
Yeah.
We've had to make coffee. We've seen what it does to people when they don't have their coffee just right.
Monsters.
It sucks.
Yeah, monsters.
What What's the alternative here?
Wait, your alternative is monsters?
No,
they're so
turn.
bad.
That'll wake you up.
Yeah.
Someone going like,
Oh, I bet the energy drink.
No, absolutely not.
yeah, me too.
Dude, if Monster Energy drinks, when you cracked him open, went, I would be so addicted by now. I would be head first into that.
Okay. So, do you have anything more on the band report?
Oh, yeah, there's tons. But we should move on.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you
Josh
got?
said, feel free to take anything you want from El Bambi. Capitalism is canceled. Which, once again, it's banceled. Try again, Josh.
Yeah, use the hashtag the band report and hashtag banceled. That's how we'll get this thing going.
James said, I want to cancel people who talk during music shows, which I agree. I think you should not talk during music shows.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or keep it to a certain minimum, but...
James, this is taken under consideration.
Guys, if you have stuff you'd like to pitch to the band report, things you would like to see banned, please call in at 713-526-8737.
Oh, yeah.
Always taking suggestions.
Call in with your band suggestions.
Tell us what should be banned, and if you think it's this show, nice try. You're getting hung up on real fast.
Yeah, way to be hacky.
Yeah,
Low-hanging
and you're
fruit.
getting banned from calling the show. Just kidding. We love our callers.
And we have no way of knowing who it is.
Call. Yeah, especially if you say your name is Andy or whatever. Or should I say Vandy? I know who you are.
Yeah, it's very fun having done this show as long as we have. Whenever people call in, we can pretty much tell who it is.
Oh, for sure.
We recognize the voice. All right, so let's move on to one of your other mini business ventures. Let's talk a little bit about El Bambi here.
Okay.
So Josh mentioned that he's got some stuff in El Bambi. What does it mean? You can put your stuff in a place? What is it?
That's called capitalism.
Okay. So you...
It's called capitalism, baby, which starts with the capital C, which rhymes with P for pool. Wait.
All right, so you've got your own capitalist venture.
Yeah, I hope it falls under the ethical capitalism banner, though.
That doesn't exist.
I know.
I will clap while saying it.
And I'm banning clapping?
Yeah, the levels are peaking. Okay, so El Bambi, for those who don't know, is a vintage clothing shop that you own and operate with a friend of yours.
Lindsay Beale.
What?
That also has in-house alterations.
We do
which I
alterations.
think really
true.
separates you guys from other vintage shops.
That is so true. I'm wearing a hat right now that you fixed because I threw it at a bar when someone told me lasagna is a sheet cake.
Wow.
I was not angry. I was... My mind,
You were flabbergasted.
I couldn't believe it. It made so much sense. I was mad that I hadn't had that thought first, I think. And another hat that just busted up. What? Something going on?
Oh, no. I was laughing at what you just said just now, and then...
Oh.
Yeah.
So, how long has El Bambi been in operation?
We will celebrate 3 years this June.
Ooh.
Dang.
Now, an anniversary, that calls for a celebration. Do you guys ever throw parties there?
Oh, hell yeah. We throw parties all the time.
Oh, what are those parties like?
I think it's the most party voice I've ever heard.
All the time.
Oh, hell yeah. Team.
Yeah, we throw parties. So every year we throw an anniversary party, and they're fun. So in the past we've had markets, but we're in a new space now, so we probably can't do that. But I don't know. We'll do something. Luckily, we're at Brazil now, so we kind of have like access to their big back patio, so we can do something
rules.
cool back there.
Would you not be able to make a market back there?
We could. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know what we're gonna do yet.
All right.
Can we
we're
come?
in party planning pre-mode. Can you come?
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone. Literally everyone can come.
Yes.
Awesome.
If you need MCs, we're really good at that.
MCs. Ooh, maybe we should have an event that needs MCs.
Yes.
And they probably need to get paid. I got this, Connor.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
We have been trying.
So capitalist of you.
Dang it.
All right, whatever. I'm not on that friggin' band report. Give me money.
Hey,
That's what I want.
You have to be on that report. We're a band of brothers.
Yeah, Ned and I hosted bingo once and had such a blast. I don't know why no one invited us back.
Yeah,
Where
were
was the
great.
bingo?
It was at Bohem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And we were real loud in these funny accents.
We
Did
kept
it have
saying,
fun? Did people there have fun?
I think so. At one point we did a
Congo line?
Man, I was gonna say a tango line. Yeah, we did a conga line through the backyard to get people excited about bingo, and wasn't until I was like halfway out the door that I was like, oh, this is a fancy like dining establishment. They were just like walking by people having like candlelit dinners. And we're like,
bingo, 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 bingo. It was fun, and for the people indoors, I'm not going to say suffered through. I'm going to say thoroughly enjoyed us saying things like, this next square is going to make you feel great. It's definitely an 8. And like we did that and had to come up with rhymes for every single one.
Yeah, sweet
That was
mercy
the
mine,
shtick.
it's number 5.
The shtick was that there was a rhyme in every call.
Yeah.
Every single call.
That's great.
Yeah. I don't know why we haven't been asked back. I want to host trivia at one point.
Well, maybe Bohem should call in tonight.
Yeah.
Settle this score.
Bohem, if you're listening, please call in at 713-526-8737 and offer us something, or else you're getting banned.
And also, if you do call in Bohem, I want you to know that we're heading over immediately after the show, and we're going to make sure that you stick to your guns on this.
Oh my God, we should start a Renegade Bingo Club and just start infiltrating bars. I would love to start doing this.
No permit at all for this bingo night? Just,
Absolutely
like, show
not.
up?
We Facebook message people the day before. We say Renegade Bingo, happening at Poison Girl, and then we show up with cards.
Maybe you should just have a house party. A house bingo
Nope,
party.
Renegade Bingo. We'll do it on I-45.
Ned, it doesn't matter what you call it. A flash mob's a flash mob.
Dang it, just let me have this.
No, you cannot do it. Flash mobs are canceled and hopefully banned.
Well, the jury's out on banning flash mobs, but I think Renegade Bingo is a really good name, and you should roll with that for something.
All right, Renegade Bingo it is. We'll do it. Why not?
Guys,
That'll
if
be
you want
fun.
to show support for Renegade Bingo, call in at 713-526-8737 and say maybe a number you'd like to hear called.
Yeah, we'll come up with a rhyme for it. Put a letter and a number in the comments or the calls, and we'll come up with a rhyme for it. No problem. All right. So, what was it like getting El Bambi off the ground? Like, what is this whole process of vintage clothing buying and selling? I don't know anything about it.
Well, that's a broad question.
That's why I asked it. Let you speak.
Well, I think there's like two aspects of that. One aspect is like starting a business, and then one aspect is like the vintage community. So I was not like, I had experience running a business, like running a nonprofit, but not running. What are you looking at?
I'm just thinking, like, vintage community. That's what I call my Nana's retirement home.
Yeah.
Old folks home.
Oh, have you heard that?
Yeah, never. No, that's so original.
Crap. You want this cut in 2 or 3 slices? Oh, 2. I can't eat 3. Anyway, go on.
I don't know what can you like.
The vintage community. Do you shop online? Do you shop here locally?
We have a team. So, okay, thank you. We have a team of shoppers. So, first of all, everyone who has any vintage wants to sell it. And so we get contacted a lot. And so I'll make appointments with people if we have any money to buy things. I'll make appointments with them to like go over to their house if I think they're not too creepy sounding, or have them bring stuff into the shop if they think they are creepy sounding. And
Okay,
then,
I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to be 3 different people saying I have vintage clothes. Okay.
Ready?
Okay. I have some vintage clothing. Creepy or not creepy?
That's kind of creepy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have some very old cobs.
Old cobs? Like corn on the cob?
Cobs.
I would just, I would decline. I don't even want you to come into the shop.
Okay. You know, I have a lot of very old clothing, and I don't want it anymore.
I'm interested.
Okay. Well, it's good to see that you'll have a lot of clothing on the shelf. And the next number is D12. I forgot we asked for these.
But
it doesn't look like we got plenty. The next number, of course, is B420.
Oh, who the hell wrote that? Who wrote B420?
It was Josh.
Oof, Josh.
Hey,
you killed it again.
honestly, yeah, I was going to say, if we had to replace that bridge to talk about 2 weeks ago, B420 is way funnier than B someone.
That's true. Do you have any thoughts on the Be Someone Bridge in Houston?
I don't really care about it that much.
All right.
You obviously have some strong thoughts.
Not
we
us.
thought we did. And then 2 weeks ago, that's what we were telling you about earlier, how we were like floundering 2 weeks ago. It was because we...
Yeah, the Be Someone Bridge had just gotten painted over, and we're like, we could talk about this for an hour. We got opinion. 10 minutes in, we abandoned a bit.
Yeah, it turns out our hot opinion is that we just don't like it.
We are not art critics at all. Okay, so you have the team that buys all the clothing. They repurpose it, like, because I have all these old clothes, and I really struggle with finding older clothes that fit me, because I usually shop at Goodwill or something because I'm cheap. And do you guys shop at Goodwill or Salvation Army sometime to find really good finds, or is it all based on people saying, I want to sell you my old clothes?
No, we do thrifting, and then we also go to estate sales and yard sales, but a lot of it is estate sales and thrifting, and a lot of it is individuals.
What qualifies a clothes as a clothes? What qualifies clothing as vintage? I know for cars, it's 20 years.
20 years.
20 years
for clothes.
20 years. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So 1999.
Do you have somebody come in with like a jeweler's glass, and they just like look at the clothing and like, nope, this thread count, it's clearly within the past 5 years?
There are some buttholes that come in and they're like, is this vintage? I'm like, well, it's in here. So yes. Get out. I don't want you here anymore.
Oh, about your own
customer?
clothing.
Yeah.
No customers.
You don't have any people who try to sell you and scam you guys with like vintage, I'm doing bunny ears for people at home, vintage clothing?
Oh, I can tell.
Ooh.
Immediately.
Very cool.
Because she does have that jeweler's thing on her. Do you guys have always like the coolest selection of stuff?
Thanks.
Is there an item that has been like the holy grail? Like, what's the coolest item to come through and possibly out of those doors?
We got this cool Astros jersey dress that was really cool, and it has like sold immediately. But that was really cool. That was like a holy grail kind of thing.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the last big business venture that you have, Pawn Order,
Meow.
which is about little animals.
Yeah, more like Dawn Order. It's always so cute when you post pictures.
Yeah. So, do you just watch and walk people's pets?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I do dog walking. I take care of people's cats when they travel. I've taken care of guinea pigs and lizards and fish. It's mostly cats and dogs, though. It'd be cool to get more like weird animals, but there are just fewer of those around.
What's the benefit of hiring you as opposed to one of those gig economy services?
It's a boutique experience.
Oh, what does that entail?
You seem like you had that in the holster.
Well, okay. First of all, I think the gig economy. You're talking about like Rover? Are those the? Is that what
yeah.
Those base
like
ones.
the Uber for
dogs.
dog walkings. First of all,
Wait,
those
Uber for dogs? Put that in the pile of movies we got to make.
I'll put it next to Renegade. Bingo.
Well, I think those kind of services are always going to not benefit the worker. So, not Uber, but yes, Uber. But like Rover and those kind of services are taking a cut off the top of whatever those people are making, and it's just not good for those employees. And they're not even employees; they're contractors. So it's ultimately not really good for the workers. But honestly, most of my clients I come from word of mouth, so I think a lot of the benefit from them is that they know someone who has used me.
That is
and
nice.
it's like nice to know that like this isn't just a total rando stranger. And it's also nice for me because then I know I'm not going into some totally random stranger's house. And
Okay, close your eyes again. I'm going to do 3 voices, and I'm going to tell you what pet I have.
ready.
Hello. I have 7 snakes. All very friendly, but they need to be watched. I'm leaving tonight. By
No.
candlelight.
No, only because I don't typically take last minute requests. Like
That's
that.
understandable.
But I will buy drugs from you. That's what it sounds like that you have to offer me.
I have no drugs. Just one mysterious ring.
Okay, next one. Next one. Okay, eyes closed.
Well, hi there. I've got myself a big old clip clopper, and I gotta get out of town, and I can't bring this one with me on the plane.
A clip clopper?
Yep.
What? That's the animal?
Oh,
That's my neighbor. He's talking about his horse.
and I'm a horse too.
No, I don't take care of horses.
Oh, well, can you ever really take care of a horse? I mean, they're kind of beautiful creatures.
Sometimes
They can
I feel
be-
like it's the pets taking care of us. Am I crazy about that?
Yeah, do one last voice. You said you would.
That's me. I'm doing it right now. It's me, Ned Gale.
You don't have any pets?
No. I used to live with a beautiful dog, but that was my roommate's dog.
We really want... Hey, do you know where we can get a hypoallergenic cat?
Oh, yeah. We want one.
Are you both allergic?
I'm not.
Maybe you should get a dog.
Look at this beef.
We talked about getting a dog, but we honestly don't know if we have the time.
There's 2 of you.
Yeah, but we do everything together, and we're
Yeah.
always doing creative projects. We're out all the time.
That's double the abandonment issues.
If we could bring a dog into the studio, yeah, of course.
Can you?
Probably not.
Have you thought about that?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if we got him as like a service dog.
I
We
don't want to be one of those people that falsely claims we need a service dog.
Well, okay, if we can find a dog that could like set us up for good bits
And dates.
stuff like that, and dates. Most dates are a good bit, in my opinion, which is why I don't date often,
Or at least have second dates.
but plenty of second bits. No, I don't know. A cat seems very appealing to me. In the
But
sense
you're
that they
allergic
just
to
kinda,
cats.
I know, but they're great.
We have a
I
lot of
like them.
neighborhood cats that we really enjoy the company
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
I love a friendly cat. To me is the best. Like you were talking about Dizzy earlier. I love Dizzy.
Dizzy
She's
is a
very
sweetheart.
popular.
When I was watching Your House, Dizzy and I got on great.
She's a sweetie.
Yeah, she is. So where can we go to find?
What? So are hypoallergenic cats like hairless cats?
I don't want a hairless cat.
Yeah, we don't
Ned
want one of
does.
those. I think they're funny looking, and then I saw one get up one time and it left a big grease stain. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I want
No, what are those?
a
Those
Russian blue?
blues?
Yeah.
those are adorable.
I think unfortunately those cost money.
Well, we could steal one.
Where could we get free money?
Any of your clients have Russian blues?
This is taking a turn.
Like the show always does. Speaking of taking a turn, we're getting close to having to turn to the last segment of the show. Do you have any
We're
parting
getting
words?
close to turning into pumpkins, which is what happens at the end of the show for us.
All 3 of us? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Should have let you know beforehand.
We really got to work on letting the guests know what the show's about. Do you have anything you'd like to say about these other businesses before we move into our last segment?
I think first of all, I want to say that Grown Up Storytime 125 is this Tuesday.
Hang on a second. Our last segment is about plugs.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Well, keep talking while I get this phone thing going.
All right. Does it have to be party related?
You can talk about whatever. I mean, you got like 5 seconds.
Lindsay just brought up a good point. She said, if only there was someone to watch your dog while the 2 of you guys are busy. Which there is no one, so never mind.
Yeah. What if we had another night like tonight? Would you be able to watch our dog, Emily?
Who watches the dog watcher?
Well, I imagine I will probably never come on the show again because you've had me once, right? So
It doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how often
You're
we have
probably going to be
returning
asked back pretty soon.
guests. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
well.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
Do you listen to the show?
do
Then
I
I'm-
listen to
All
it?
right. I'm sorry for this.
What's
I want a new plug. Tell me what's going on. Tell it all the stuff you're doing after I sing this song. All right, Emily, what do you have to plug?
Emily, can you be here every time that song gets sung? That's the best reaction we've ever had.
Oh my god. I had to plug Grown Up Storytime 125 on Tuesday. It's at 8 p.m. at Rudyard's British Pub on Wa. Please come. I actually won't be there, so it's actually really important for more people to come because I want Blair, who's producing it in my stead, to have a really good time. If you want to access paw and order services, please contact me. I don't
Where
have
can we
like a
contact
website.
you?
You just find me on Instagram or Facebook.
Can you share your username?
On Instagram, I'm Embaleeze. It's EMBALEEZ.
Okay.
That's very difficult. I'm sorry.
And
On Facebook, it's just Emily J. Hynds.
okie doke.
El Bambi has a website, El Bambi HTX. We're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah,
Cool.
go visit.
You have anything to plug, Ned?
Every Thursday, Futile Society is at Secret Group at 8 p.m., only $5. This Saturday, I'll be at Station Theater doing improv based on Misconnections ads, which I'm really excited about. That show's going to be at 9 p.m. And then Swimwear Department will be playing a official summer kickoff party at the Mongoose vs. Cobra anniversary party. Man, I wish I knew more information
Who
before I started talking.
authorizes the official summer kickoff? That's a big deal.
I did see DJ Khaled do it this Saturday. He said, summer has started, summer has started, summer has started, summer has started. But officially, it starts Sunday night when swimwear department decides it is, because this is our season, baby.
I would also like to plug Grown Up Storytime 125. I will be there helping set up chairs.
Ooh.
So show up, please. I want those chairs to have butts in them. That's what I'm all about at this show. Other than that, I've got nothing to plug. Follow me on Instagram at Cliftocurrency.
Oh, wait. Write a misconnection before Saturday, and maybe it could be at the show. You just have to get it in the newspaper, make sure it's very far-fetched.
Does it have to be in the newspaper or on Craigslist?
Or Craigslist. I don't know.
Could I just make
I don't know where they pull them from.
Could I, just using Photoshop, make it look like it was from the newspaper, and I scanned it and printed it and gave it to you and said, do this?
Sure, I'd have to give that to the show.
All right, then you can hear me on Misconnection. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming onto the show,
Thanks,
Emily.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.